Hey, what's up everyone? Sean here from Step by Step Excel Training, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use the concatenate function in Excel. Now the concatenate function allows you to group together multiple cells or combine multiple cells into one, and so let me just show you what that means. So let's say that I have the days of the week, month, day of the month, and the year listed individually here, and I want to group those together and show them as just one long date. So Friday, January 3rd, 2020. What I can do is type in equals concatenate, and you'll notice when I type that in, there's two options here. The full spelling of concatenate is, from a previous version of Excel. So if you see this just shortened form, you can use that as well. It's going to achieve the same thing. So I'll just use the shortened form for here. So first it's going to ask you, what's the first text argument? So what's the first cell you want to combine, within this larger string of information that you want to put together. So the first one is going to be A2, and then you just press comma, and it's going to say what's the second text argument. So you press B2, comma C2, comma D2, and then we'll close the brackets. So what that's going to do is it's going to combine Friday, January 3rd, 2020 into one string in this cell. Now you'll see, this doesn't look right. There's no spaces in between. So what you need to do there is you have two different options. The first you can do is come over here, and what I've done in the past is if you just come over into cell G2 over here and type in space like that and hit enter, and then just copy that space down to the bottom like that. Now column G just has a space in it. Okay, so what I can do then is I can type in equals concat, choose A2, and then choose G2, and then B2, G2, so on like that, and then I'll close the brackets. So then what that's going to do is it's going to put a cell in between each of the individual sections of this string of information. Now that might be one option to use, but at the same time, if you want to put anything else in the column G now, you would have to paste special values, these, to get rid of the formula. So it's not necessarily the most ideal, or if you accidentally delete column G, it's going to give you this reference error. Okay, so the other thing you can do is you can type in concat like that, choose this one, and then what you can do is in quotations press quotation space quotation, because that's how you can add text within a function. If you're adding text, you need to make sure that you use these quotation marks, and then I'll choose B2, and then again I'll put quotation marks with a space, C2, and then again quotations with a space, and then finally D2. And then what I can do is close that bracket, and now you can see that I have the day of the week, the month, the day of the month, and the year all grouped together, or all combined into this one cell, and I now have the spaces in between. So if I was to come over here and delete column G now as an example, or any other cell, it's not going to affect the formula in column E, because I've used these quotation marks to add the space text in there. Now another way you can do the concatenate function is, instead of actually typing in this concat or concatenate, you can just use the ampersand or the and sign. So that's the symbol that's above the 7 on your keyboard. So what I can do is I can just go equals A2 and B2 and C2 and and D2 like that. So again, this is going to give me the same thing without any spaces, but instead of typing in concatenate, I just use this and sign, the ampersand, to combine these cells together. So again, if I wanted to make it look exactly like this with the spaces, it would just be equals A2 and quotation space, B2 and C2 and D2, and you can see that that's gonna put all the spaces in there. So now this looks just like the information in this cell, except we went about doing it a different way. Instead of using the actual concatenate function, we just use this and symbol, and it achieves the same purpose and gives us the same result. So that's how you can quickly use the concatenate function or the and symbol to group together or combine multiple cells into one longer string of information without having to manually type it in, type in the long form. So as always, if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.